Who said that?
Was that also an Easter egg that I caught?
What is happening here?
Oh my goodness gracious! Where did that come from? I cannot confirm nice such things. Oh my goodness!
Turn me on like a light switch when you're moving your body around and around. Now I don't wanna fight this. You know how to just make me want you. Turn me on like a light switch when you're moving your body around and around. You got me in a tight grip. You know how to just make me want you, baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on and show me how you do.
Good to see you again, man.
Yeah, a long time. It's been like what 19 years now. It feels like it was like 2019. I think it was right before the pandemic when things were
Normal.
Yeah, you came into the studio, right? It was like a regular conversation.
Yeah.
We were all within 6 feet of each other.
Yeah,
I know. Basically making out with each other.
Yeah, 100%. I just texted you. Did you get it?
You texted me?
Yeah.
Why did I not get it? I didn't get it. You know, probably because I'm on Zoom.
No, it's probably because it's pretend. Because I fall for the nonsense all the time. I just read about like your Easter eggs being hidden in your music video. So I spent the last 2 hours of my life looking for Easter eggs, and it says the phone number at the beginning of the video. So I immediately call, and it says, "Oh, it's Charlie. Text me." I text you, and it's just to sign up for your fan group.
I give Anna. I need to give her a new number. I didn't. I give her a wrong number. I got really scared for a second.
That's so funny.
Actually, a lot of in the light switch video, there's a lot of Easter eggs that people haven't completely caught up on yet. But there's little clues and tricks and teases of what's going to come next and everything.
The Easter eggs. So let's see, Charlie, the new song Light Switch is out right now, but Charlie, the new album's coming out August 12th.
Who said that?
Was that also an Easter egg that I caught?
What is happening here?
Oh my goodness gracious! Where did that come from? I cannot confirm nice such things. Oh my goodness! But I would say that does sound like that is in line with things.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got to tease just a little bit of tease in this world of over bluntness.
Charlie, I look at like the first times that we met and then you coming in and hanging out in the studio and now your videos and the way that just you're doing your stuff. And it's like such an evolution, right? Like, I mean, you were always a great songwriter. We knew that the very first time we met you, but it's just an evolution as an artist, I think,
Well, thanks. My whole thing is that there's so many sad videos on TikTok and there's obviously a lot going on in the world, especially right now. And I thought, how can I be a musical distraction? Because everybody listens to music. You might not like my music, but you're going to listen to music and you might as well know where's, some musical tidbits and facts with some comedy attached to it as well. So that was just the goal, just to be a 30-second escape into the world of into the musical mind of me. And that turned into me thinking, what if there was like a weird song with that was really fast and had a sound effect in it, and the name of the song was the sound effect, and just a lot of talking to myself in these past couple of years. And I don't think Light Switch would have come about if it weren't for the internet and TikTok. So very happy about that.
Speaking of TikTok, I was looking at all the videos and like the way your mind works and the way that you see it play out in those videos it's really like looking into a madman's mind. It's fantastic and different and nothing like I've seen other artists put out there before. It's pretty cool.
Well, I want to urge other artists because I'm certainly not the only one who can make music like this, but for whatever reason, I did think for a long time no one would be super interested in how I'm making a song. It turns out, like, I remember seeing Ed Sheeran play on some award show when he was doing the thing where he loops this guitar, and everybody was like freaking out about that. And like, that's kind of like the diet version of how a song is actually made. And I thought people want to, like, when they hear Light Switch on your station or wherever they listen, they're going to feel like they wrote the song with me because they're going to hear the little blips and bleeps. And they're like, oh, I heard the demo on TikTok and now I'm hearing it on the radio. in my car. Like, it's amazing how music can, it is amazing how music can travel. I just want them to feel like they were in this with me from the very beginning.
It is a cool concept.
Yeah. I just had physical therapy, and I asked my physical therapist, I'm like, what do you want to know about Charlie Puth? And she said, I want to know who he hangs out with, which I thought was interesting because I know we never ask questions like that. And I was like, yeah.
You know what, Charlie? I mean, maybe this is just me, but I feel like when I hear your songs, like I'm trying to guess who you're singing about, who you're writing about, man. Are you writing about real people, or are you just writing about a figurative person? Like, who is this person? You
got to tell the truth in every song, but then again, the truth could be about nobody. That could be your truth. Like Light Switch could be about this. I didn't really have anybody in mind when I was writing Light Switch, but I kind of had like this. I was alone for a lot for these past 2 years. So I'm thinking of like, what if like the last 2 years never happened? And you have to have a lot of conversations with yourself to write a good song. But I had a lot of conversations with myself, and I'm just basically like making up this like caricature of a person in my mind, just a person. I don't even know what they look like. And I'm like, what if I like how Ed was singing Shape of You, and it wasn't too complex lyrically. It was very direct. What if I sang that in my own way of me being just, this person just taking over my life and having it almost like, it's almost like a Broadway song when you listen to it, because not that I'm a connoisseur of Broadway music, but like, when someone walks around on a Broadway stage, it's like, tip, boop, 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 and they look around, it's like all the music follows every movement. It's like that with Light Switch as well. It's kind of almost like a comedy song. It's kind of strange, but I love it. Wouldn't have it any other way.
I love that it's fast. Maybe I'm alone here, but I'm like over ballads. I'm over like all the deep emotional, all that. Like I want to dance. Like I want it to be up. I want to like run on the treadmill and pound out to it. So, thank you for that. Cause that song Light Switch is fast.
It's 184 BPMs per second. And I'm waiting for someone to make a song faster. And and my favorite thing right now is, my goal is for people to listen to the radio and then open up their phone and see the making of it on TikTok and download the stems to Light Switch, like the tracks that make up when I produce Light Switch. I put the tracks on the internet, and they can take the tracks and remix them and make a funny remix, make a horrible remix, make a great remix, like make a rap remix. I don't know, just do anything. Like how you perceive my music, I want you to show me. Everybody
I just saw a perverted version remix of it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I saw that one too.
With Artist Cupcake. That was my real reaction, because I blind react to all of these videos and I just want the real reaction to happen.
Living 2 doors down from Elton John. Do you guys party all night? Do you throw massive parties? Oh God.
That ringtone is in like C dominant. There's no like major scale or C minor. It's just like boo, 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 boo. It's almost like a bluesy C scale.
What is that? God.
Anyway, that was loud, but I love it. I am 2 doors down from Elton John, and we started his album in my house. So usually like when in LA, especially, everything's like 40 minutes away, and I was just getting ready. I put in the address. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm ready to take on the traffic. And I type it into the, to the Google Maps, and it doesn't even give me the option to drive there. It says, just walk. And I'm like, walk? There's something wrong with my phone. And I look over there. I'm like, oh, it's that house. He lives right next to me. And I don't live in like a crazy neighborhood or anything like that. It's very unassuming, but had no idea.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I thought all these songs.
Yeah, I love watching all the snippets of these new songs. I feel like I'm starting to know them already without hearing them. And that makes me excited because, when you first hear a song on the radio and you're like, oh my God, that was awesome. I want to hear it again. Like, I'm so excited that there's going to be a familiarity to them that we get to dive into, like Light Switch. And on August 12th, when that new album comes out, we'll be pumped.
Absolutely. Well, that makes me happy you're saying that, because that's, for everyone listening, there's this thing called research in radio. And I want people to be very well versed in the song before, that happens. And I want them to like know the hook. That happens with everything. I want people to know the songs of my entire album before the album comes out. That way they'll listen to the whole album and be like, I was there when I know exactly where I was. I was eating a sandwich when he came up with this melody. I want it to be a very communicative album.
It's awesome. Well, we're looking forward to the whole thing. We're following you on TikTok. We're watching all of it go down. And it's been great for us to watch you through the years. We always joke, first time we ever met you, you did an acoustic session with us. And it was early, and you had on a pair of khakis and a button down, and you were a fine young gentleman.
He was so well behaved, wasn't he? So polite.
I know. My hair is crazy, and I have
I love it. I love it so much. All right. Thanks, Charlie. We appreciate the time.
Good to see you, Charlie.